Hey YouTube, look what I got here. An interesting little piece, an antique bike, almost 15 years old, from 2009, a Ducati 1198S. The S is the model with the Öhlins suspension and some electronic additions, track time, and God knows what. This model also was one of the first ones to come out with the Ducati traction control, so between 1 and 8 setting stages to especially improve the out of the corner mid-range handling to avoid the rear tire from slipping through. No ABS, so it's still a very raw bike. And what makes this special is, if you look at the clutch part, this is the one with the dry clutch. I mean, this is I'm gonna start it up in a moment, and the sound of the dry clutch is ridiculous. It's a clatter, so there are some metal parts that basically jingle and jangle when it's not engaged. And that's what you hear. It really does sound pretty unique. And why dry clutch? Well, obviously this is racing technology. It was much faster to exchange to replace the clutch. No need for any fluids, any oil. So the only disadvantage is higher wear and tear, so they don't last as long as a wet clutch, but it is something totally unique. And yeah, now shout out to the guy I bought this from, Arif. He fitted a lot of carbon parts, and you can see in the sunlight they really show their true beauty. You can see the fibers. We've got the clutch case, which is carbon, and we've got a carbon exhaust cover here. We've got some carbon here. Then we go up to the key part here, also carbon. It comes with a standard carbon fiber fender, but the other parts, shout out to Arif, got these parts, fitted them, and it really adds to the beauty of the bike. Maybe even a few hundred grams that we save, but who cares? I mean, it just looks absolutely gorgeous. And this bike is, yeah, it's amazing. The design is just beautiful. I'm standing a bit in the sunlight, let me get out of it. Now, if you look at the extension of the tank, so it's basically one straight line with the tail part. The exhaust, the under seat exhaust, I mean, beautiful. This one has the Termi 2-in-2 exhaust, and yeah, of course, an amazing sound. And this back end, I mean, that is sexy. With the air inlets on the sides, I mean, this is beautiful. It's a really wide back tail, and then it tapers down to this beautiful back. It's got the blinkers integrated here, and of course we've got the beautiful Termi without any baffles. And the line of the bike is just so sleek and simply beautiful and stunning. Absolutely amazing. We can see the Öhlins adjustable shocks down there. Actually, I need to adjust it a little bit more to tighten it or to make it harder. Just a little bit soft. And yeah, simply a beautiful bike. Now let me start it up. Let's listen to that clatter. Cockpit. So it's got a nice little LED Cockpit gives you all the relevant information. What it doesn't do is doesn't show you the gear. So that's something, yeah, basically nothing major, but sometimes it is helpful if we know what gear we're in. If you ride this thing often enough, then you don't need it. But okay, let's start her up.